This gun eats ammo, 5 damage per shot. I mean, when it's charged, but doing 5 shots that instantaneously is, you know, effective. Right, let's see what we can get now. Hack? We could get to the 2nd level of hack. Restricted items in vending machines. Yeah. Seems fine, I guess. I kind of just want to put them all into tech. Tinkering cost of negative 50%. That hugely impactful? Is tinkering usually that expensive? I mean, increasing my science also increases my plasma damage, and that's part of what I'm kind of doing. It is usually expensive. Okay, cool. So let's go 7 into there. It's gonna be a 3. I mean, if I put 3 here, I get my heavy weapons upgraded. Doesn't really seem to matter that much. Increase lockpicking since you're low on mags. That's a good point, well made. Okay, and yep, that's got us that extra one there. All right, next perk. So it's only once you get 5 levels of perks, you can actually go to the next tier. So I know that I'm gonna get 5 of these. Fine. Companion crit chance, I kinda want. Just 5 additional base armor rating seems like it'd be extremely valuable to me here in the early game. Extra walk speed and sprint speed both seem like things I should just take, right? So it's basically Resilient, Pack Mule, Cheetah, and Strider that I'm interested in taking here. Also plus 50% to HP. I do want Toughness as well. And Precision, in fact. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 6 things here that I want. I think I'm going to go with the additional base armor rating at the moment. I think it'll keep us alive for a while. Gotta go. I'm in Europe, so with slight insomnia, fair enough. Thank you for tuning in, Bob. Catch you around. Much appreciated. 3 types of armor: light, medium, and heavy. Heavy provides the most protection, but light armor provides better skill bonuses. Okay, so it doesn't even mention the moving there.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. Here we go! Everyone all right?
Oh, thank heck. I was certain I'd already died. Very, very pleased that it managed to completely vaporize and disintegrate everything except for the items that I wanted to collect. How fortuitous for me. Don't forget about TTD. Excuse me, I am exclusively going to forget about TTD. It's the only thing I do, basically. Telescoping staff, 2-handed melee. Wait, impact hammer is one-handed. Pavati, are you using a one-handed? You are. Okay, did I give her... Yeah, I did actually give her the bonus to one-handed melee. Phew. Thank heck. Give me all of the beautiful information. Thank you. Unlock message. No, we'll go for the messages first. From Space's Choice. From Space's Choice to Jay Braden, get it together. Ms. Braden. This letter serves as an informal notification of our company's displeasure with your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant for reasons relating to exceeding your staff budget in the latest quarterly report. Please select up to 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Not up to, just straight up 5. Can she use 2 hammers then? I don't know. I will give her another one and see. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand. The earliest convenience. Failure to schedule your official reprimand will result in an official reprimand. The Space's Choice family would also like to collectively remind you that working for Space's Choice is not a right, but a privilege. All right. From Jay Braden, back to them. No need for a reprimand. To the esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight Committee, I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration of your last letter, I have identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who were unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and output quotas, particularly our agricultural and fishing canning departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. And a return back. RE. No need for a reprimand. Ms. Braden. We've investigated the claims you've made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our office agrees with you. Agricultural and fishing canning have experienced a steady decline, while the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our officers are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that Space's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy is just a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we've deployed a proprietary team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The team of specialists has been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's population of auto mechanicals free of charge. Thank you for your cooperation. All right. Let's actually unlock the door now. And pop off to Pavati. Actually, hang on. It looks like you can only have one. Right? It's actually updating based on the extra stuff that I give her, though. Can I even take that away from you? Apparently not. Yeah, it definitely seems like the other impact hammer is the one that I want. I guess unless enemies usually have less defense against shock damage. I suppose in this area they probably will. Let's swap that back on. Can I get that memo in cornflower blue? You mean the crayon that Gus Johnson guessed in order to win a game of Trivia Bidet, I think it was? I mean, it's only one.
That was quick.
Holding to take off. Cool. Give Pavati a rifle. I mean, is that really like her skill set? Pavati, you have Persuade, Lockpick Engineering, and Ability Overload. Slams down hammer and does a bunch of effects. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I honestly don't think she really even needs a ranged weapon at this point. I'm just going to give you the light pistol back. So they upgraded all the robots and the robots killed everyone. This is the insurance fraud thing. The company killed everyone to get the insurance. Yup. Seems it. And I've over-encumbered myself. Most of my time in this game is going to be spent in this screen going, I'm over-encumbered again? What do I do now? Okay, so scuffle has happened in there. That's probably a little bit of a clue. Terminal memory purged. Maintenance files purged. Personnel files purged. Messages purged. Company notifications purged. But there's a purge incomplete on the personal memos. Let's access file 1. A Space's Choice property. I had to borrow your copy of the Young Space's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Radio's been sputtering and I needed the reference. I returned the copy to the repair bay. That might be like a book that increases permanently our stats in mechanical engineering. And this is just a hint of how to get it. Chaos everywhere. Mechanicals gone haywire. Gunfire. Hearing some screams. Oh law, I think that was someone's leg. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct delinquency free from my pay. Thank you. Proud to be member of Space's Choice family. And again, I've gone and got myself over encumbered. This is just rude as hell at this rate. I mean, is this not the way in there? Apparently not. This will have to do instead. Alright, vendor machine. What do you got for me? Or just the ability to sell a lot of the junk that I'm holding. Because that'll do. Freed up a little bit of space, I guess. Okay. Light machine gun, telescoping stuff, trip blade. Right, so these are all weapons that I've already had access to. Ordnance control helmet gives you +5 to block. I mean, I could start putting some heavy armor on. If I am going to be a ranged troop, though, I probably don't really want that. Maybe I go with the right control armor and right control helmet. +5 to stealth skills. Is there fast travel in this? There is. And I also took a perk that allows me to fast travel while I'm encumbered. Intentionally. I'm going to hold up. E is the purchase button, as it turns out. I was going to hold off, but apparently no longer. Fine. There we go. Most important thing to consider at all times is, will my character look pretty? My character is always going to look pretty. Hey, hang on. If it's not actually going to let me pull up the Aww. There we go. Oh. Ruggedly handsome. We're going back out, though. I know where it's funneling me down to, obviously down there in the middle, but everything else must be explored on the way. Because who knows if I'm even coming back here. I'd need a key card, apparently, to get in there. Looks like at the bottom, at least. Perhaps we can't see? Oh. What happened? Oh, the helmet. You got me. Worker's outfit gives you + to melee weapon skills. I mean, if it also gives decent armor, I'd probably pop that on Pavati. That's 7 versus 3, so it's 4 less. Your face cam is blocking the side. Ah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah. Have the worker's outfit. And then that's my handsome character. Oh. We should all aspire to look that way. At least I know I do. All the attractive, questioning my sexuality, that's the aesthetic that I want to have. I want the aesthetic of, damn, didn't know I was into that. That's effectively it. Although actually, like, realistically, the aesthetic I want most is dog dad. I'm gonna be one of those dog dads that goes down to the park and just whistles and the dog comes running and can walk the dog without even needing a leash. Dog dad. Personal files, let's go for the first. Personal logs of S. Tanaka, the chief of security. Chester Higgins again, that hull head. Different voice. Because I've constantly just been going to the same well for all of the voices in this game so far. Chester Higgins again, that hull head. Found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering of the company property. Just in case I'm reading this a couple days from now and feeling bad for what I've done, just let me remind myself that I have warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards and mechanicals. At this rate, Gonna end up a chief of security with no staff, just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Company tells us they're safe, programmed to treat us like humans, like their own. People are liable to break down, but an auto mechanical never will. I don't know, doesn't sit right with me. But the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Worst has happened. Mechanicals gone crazy. Locked myself down here, just trying to gather my courage. Could make a mad dash for the control room, might be able to shut things down. Will delete this entry if I ever return.
Greetings, Security Chief S. Tanaka. This is an automated message initiating by Spacer's Choice Work Safety Contingency Protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations endangered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. All right, so which of the rooms am I trying to get to at this point? It's the Chief of Security's office, right? Lockaway room. Chief of Security's lockaway room. I mean, if they were hiding in here, you would assume that their lockaway room is near. Has Raps done any voice acting work? Not yet. I'd love to. I would really, really enjoy that. I've tried to do a little for mods in the past, and at the time was definitely not good enough to be featured at all. Oh, okay. So you actually do have to enter a passcode for it. Got it. So that's the password that Thompson provided. I'm getting sentry down there, so I actually do need to get back down. God. Fine. Pavadi, you've got all of the melee weapon skills and stuff like that. I'm just going to send you directly at the first target I see. Probably going to hit hey now. It's almost 2:30 a.m. Keep up the good work, Raps. Thanks very much for saying so, Dubstep. Dubster. Sorry, my bad. I always predict the P when I'm reading that. Sleep well, and thanks for tuning in. One times barrel. Barrel increases critical damage dealt. Neat. I also like that this is directly giving me the ability to sneak around. So it's fulfilling quite sincerely, I would say. Damn it! It's quite sincerely fulfilling the promises that the Fallout franchise has made for a really long period of time, at least stewarded by good developers, of being able to fight your way through a situation, talk your way through a situation, stealth your way through a situation. Energy cell, pneumatic. Oh, right. Of course. That's actually the useful pile of parts right there. I think this is back out into the main hall that I was just in. Nope. Definitely not a main hall.
Get ready.
If only I was like at all good at FPSs. Or I probably should have chose to play melee based on the fact that I'm not good at FPSs. That's almost certainly the direction of them. I love the different options already shown. It adds a level of replayability and feeling of self-direction despite the quest lines. Yeah, Peak has been playing this a little bit in his own time and is already, even before finishing the first playthrough, contemplating what he wants to do on his second. Geothermal Security Chief's keycard. This keycard belonged to the security chief of the geothermal plant. It can be used to open a door somewhere. Yep. I already know where that one is. Go back to it in a wee while. Hacking is way too low, but I need Chester's passcode. Have I already met Chester's? Chester's, sorry. Have I already met Chester? Because if so, I've already forgotten who they are. Is Pavati set to range because she doesn't run up and hit with the hammer? I think she's set for custom, like doing whatever. No. She's set for mixed. I'll pop that there. Right, control armors, awesome armor parts. Again, not gonna be using those. Beautiful. All right, we need to trash some more stuff because we are super over encumbered at this rate. You are kidding me. I paid for something that I almost immediately afterwards found. Just rude. I mean, I should probably just get rid of these two-handed weapons that aren't really doing that much for us at the moment. Apparently keeping a shovel is a good idea, so I will do that. That'll be good enough at the moment, though. All right, let's direct this where it gotta go. No, apparently we're just gonna straight up turn it off instead. I feel like if you go heavy lockpicks, the game would reward you for it because you get loot and EXP from doing the lockpicking. Yeah, it just depends. Get away. What was that, Higgins? There's actually still someone around? Is that like a...
No, just leave me alone.
Okay. I was wondering if that was like a get away, the core is exposed kind of thing. But no, it seems more like a get away, don't murder me. I make no promises. Higgins.
Get away!
I mean, this one's a door, though. How long will we be streaming for? 30 more minutes.
Great work.
I'm trying to take a lesson from the last time that I did a stream week and not over push myself every single day. So I'm going to be limiting myself to 5 hours a day so that I can make sure that I get time to record my own stuff afterwards, including Disco Elysium. Should be starting soon. Use the workbench. Okay, install your mod. First select the item you wish to upgrade, and then choose the type of mod you want to upgrade, then pick the mod to install, and you've upgraded it. Josh weapons are built for the discerning warrior and who wants to become a custom personalized weapon, just like everyone else. Go. All right, well, look, hunting rifle is definitely my favorite at the moment. So I have the ability to change just the magazine. Changes type of damage to plasma or shock. I don't know about either of those. I can go, increases the amount of ammunition the weapon's magazine carries. So that doesn't even really help nor harm that much. DPM and RPM. Is that like damage per minute? Damage, and then rounds per minute? It's probably the one that I put on there, at least. We've also got a gyro sight. Increases weapon accuracy. Although we already have an extendo sight on here, so yeah, we're not going to have to do that. Are you secretly identical twins? How do you have all time for the streaming and recording? Serious question, because you have such a crazy huge output. Usually when I'm healthy, it's a lot more as well. I don't know. I just have a passion for it, and it kind of it recharges me rather than expends me to do this. So I'm very lucky that this is something that I get to do. Speaking of, thank you to Flightless Nucker for subscribing. I almost got me on that readout, but thank you for the subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat, and welcome to the Republic. Let's go with Magnum, definitely. Actually, did we just already pop that on? Oh, no, never mind. You actually have to do it manually. Got it. I mean, maybe I should upgrade the laser rifle as well. You know, the thing that I'm actually using. Plasma rifle, rather. Mag to zap. Definitely don't want to do that. Increase the magazine size on this weapon? I guess I could. Okay, so the spread gets quartered if I take this. Still on iron sights there, though. So, I'm assuming the new number is not the green one? You'd assume the new number is the green one, but unless my effective range is getting increased from 39 meters to 14. Oh, it's what's added to it. Okay, so it doesn't give you like a final summation. I need food and sleep. When's the next Outer World stream? It's either going to be tomorrow at this time or the day after at this time. One of those two. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of a recording session that I otherwise usually have on that day. So this will only decrease it by a quarter. You scope the plasma blast gun. I mean, this would be the scope on it. Also extends the weapon strap, maximum range. I mean, yeah, let's do extender scope on this. And then... yeah, it's already plasma, so this doesn't even just increase its damage or anything like that, unfortunately. May as well just go Magnum then. No real good reason not to. Can I modify any of Pavati's weapons? No. They just straight up don't appear to have the ability to do that. Right? Otherwise, it would come up with a modifying menu. It's not doing that for any of the other guns either. Tinker on Impact Hammer. 26 bits. That's really easy. So I should just be tinkering with all of these effectively at this rate, right? Pavati's weapons are in the top right. Oh, okay, so her already equipped ones. Great. Let's pop that one there as well. Perfect. Is there anything else I'm desperately missing here before I run off? Toughened. Armor by damage type. I mean, am I going to use this for longer? Probably not. Look at the skill kits. Increases your tech skills while wearing this. Melee weapon skills and defense skills while wearing this. Silver tongue dialogue and leadership skills. Yeah, it seems like I need something to wear with. Nope, you can keep tinkering? What? Oh, wow. It basically doubles the cost each time. All right, well, I think I'll do everything until it's costing me 100. That'll be enough for me. That's why Tinker cost reduction is so good. I'm very, very glad that I got it then. Yeah. Suspected that was going to be the case. All right, up we go. Tinker armor too? I think I made him money?
Here we go.
I actually kind of want this to be less zoomed in.
That's the last of them.
Damn this scope. Take all of those and run on. Beautiful.
System alert.
I'm gonna try and just kite him out here. Seems like we'll be able to bottleneck him. That's if they even aggro this far.
Eyes up.
Definitely not confirmed. Yeah, it definitely seems like that shock stun slam thing does ridiculously well against bots. Cut him out and bottleneck if they aggro. Sorry, wait. Kite them out and bottleneck them if they aggro us. It worked a little like that for a moment.
Okay, here we go.
Before I got slightly impatient. For the love of God, save. That is a good point, well made. I'm going to quickly do that. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder.